What's up, everybody? Welcome to another wonderful Wednesday. At least it was wonderful until I had to go to work this morning. How's everybody doing? I see there's quite a few people out there. I see James Rivera's out there, Vaping Swag, Advocacy. There's a meter out there. Who the fuck is that guy?
That's what you're saying.
GBV's out there. Ooh, Spork Leafy is in the house.
Pork leafy.
There's some down there hole mixing motherfucker. No idea who that asshole is. Doesn't belong here apparently. I think he got lost down the rabbit hole somewhere. Wombatsky's out there. Sin. Who else out there? Mr. Morris, Rivera, Church, Big G Coils. What's happening? Welcome for the first time. You're in for some crazy shit. Hopefully. Hopefully we will get into that at some point here, probably in the next 20 minutes. What else do I see out there? Church? Did I say church? I don't remember. If I missed you, my apologies. Shit was flowing by a little quicker than I wanted to. But whatever. Doesn't matter. It's Wednesday. We don't give a fuck on Wednesdays. That's what Wednesdays are for. Fuck those guys. Hey, Rodrigo's in the house. Look at that. He's on time.
Rodrigo?
Look at that shit. I like it. How's it going? Hope everybody's having a fantastic week so far.
Church must be running low on eLiquid. That's why he showed up. What's up, Sam? Lord knows he wins every time.
He does. He's got like an inside track to fucking Hey Google.
What did Brock Lesnar say? He's got the golden horseshoe up his ass.
That's right, and I pulled it out of his ass and beat him over the head with it.
Pulled that golden horseshoe out of his ass and beat him over the head with it.
Yeah, I can never get over that. That fucking interview was so fucking retardedly stupid. It was awesome.
That's Brock Lesnar for you.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why he has Paul Heyman to talk for him.
That makes all the sense in the world. So this is what I wanted to do for. This is a little surprise for everybody on the panel because I didn't tell you guys about this, but this is what we're going to talk about today for. I don't tell you guys usually, but this one I wanted to be more of a surprise because I want your honest opinions and what you think. Being as the FDA has now finalized their PMTA process, we're going to do a little small discussion as far as this is concerned instead of a normal advocacy talk. This is still advocacy related because we do need to know what's going on. But I want to know, what are your guys' thoughts? Is this going to help, hurt, speed up, or slow down the process? Are they going to move the timetable forward on us now that they have that done? Or are they going to leave it at where it's at for them to start getting all of that stuff in by? Go ahead, Fresh. I see your hand raised.
So 3/4 of the things in the PMTA thing were suggestions or recommendations. They weren't actual rules, laws, anything like that. 3/4 of it. So 3/4 of everything that's in that massive document, just chuck out the window. You don't have to listen to it. What I found interesting is they were talking about components of eLiquid. So they were talking like they were going to try and go after flavors, which you can't. You can't. Good luck with that, FDA. Good luck justifying that. One of my cats is losing their little kitty mind. What else? What do I think it's going to do? I mean, they didn't list a new timetable, so I think the timetable is still the same. I think it's next year. They didn't clarify anything, and generally that means what they said before still stands, like any law, like any regulation, anything like that. So it's August of next year. PMTAs have to be submitted. I mean, obviously that's going to hurt the e-liquid industry, but a lot of the things that they took out, or a lot of the things they described in there, are like studies that have already been done. You can include that in your PMTA process. You don't have to go out and fund your own studies. That's nice. That's nice for the e-liquid companies that are going to comply. I'm interested to see how many people actually comply with it. at the end. But yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting to look at. I think it's going to hurt the vaping industry. It's going to eliminate a lot of the competition that's out there, we knew what was going to happen. We've been talking about it for years. The big e-liquid companies are all going to swallow up all the little ones and buy their recipes from them, and and then the bigger companies will push their PMTAs. It doesn't sound like it's going to be nearly as cost prohibitive as it was going to be originally. Because you can include other people's research. And like I said, the majority of the research has been done. Just what are they going to accept and what aren't they going to accept? I think that's going to be interesting to see. But there's a lot of room for stuff like this, because you can say, this atomizer is based on the technology that was available in 2007. So it should fall under the same category as the things that were available in 2007. Not that the FDA is going to look at stuff like this anytime soon. They're more interested in the pod devices. And you can tell just by reading the PMTA process. They're really interested in pod devices. That's who they want. That's who they really want to. They want to yank the golden horseshoe out of pod devices' asses and whip them over the head with it. So, trying to think what else is there. Lumi's doing the princess wave. So yeah, I mean it's interesting. That's what I'll say. I think it's going to hurt the e-liquid industry, or I think it's going to hurt vaping as a whole. I think it's going to hurt it tremendously. You're going to lose a lot of the competition. You're going to consolidate down to these big companies. Big companies are going to be able to run right the fuck over whoever they please. It's just like any other business in the U.S. If there's a mom and pop driven industry out there, somebody's going to find a way to capitalize on it and then consolidate everything and then run right the fuck over the top of everybody else. I mean, that's how the U.S. economy works at this point. It shouldn't. It should be free market and everybody should be able to do their thing. But it's how it works, and this is what's going to happen. Is you're going to see all these e-liquid companies all consolidating down. Everybody's going to be selling their recipes and their SKUs and everything else to other companies, and it's just going to come down to like 5-6 companies, which is what the FDA wants in the long run anyway. They don't want to have to try and regulate 15,000 recipes, and they don't want to have to try and regulate 5,000 frickin' e-liquid companies. That's not what they want at all. That's too much. If things sat exactly the way they were, it would be completely unenforceable. Everything they wrote down is completely unenforceable. They could slap fines, they could try and do anything they wanted. It's not going to work. It wouldn't work because you'd never catch everybody. But all the little companies right now that are out there, good luck. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. I don't think it's going to be nearly as expensive as it was going to be before, because you're allowed to include other people's research, and a lot of the research has already been done. So you just have to find the research that applies to your stuff, put it in with your PMTA, and that'll save you, the majority of the funds that this was going to cost. But it's not going to save you. It's not going to save you at all. And I worry about our friends who have e-liquid companies. I worry about them because, and people who have mod companies and people who are putting atomizers out and all this other stuff. It's going to harm the shit out of everybody. It's going to be way too expensive to keep these things up. And, if you didn't have your shit out prior to 2007, which nobody at this point, nobody has it. Like, what are they going to do? They're not going to be able to do anything. So, welcome to DIY, everybody.
My question is on this, because you hit just about every deal on the head that I could think of, except for that 3/4 of that shit in there that is suggested. Mm-hmm. Now, this is the way I looked at that. It's kind of like being voluntold. We're not telling you to do it, but you need to do it in order to be able to pass our process. I have a feeling that that's going to be the way that goes.
Well, they can't. They can recommend all the things they want. That's the thing. Under the law, they can recommend all these things. Sure, you can recommend it to me, but you also can't disqualify me if I don't do it. That's the other half of it. You can't disqualify me because I didn't do this part, this part, and this part. That's a suggestion. That's not a law.
And you're right. However, that doesn't mean they're going to look at this other piece of it that is required and go, yeah, no, that doesn't meet the standard.
Yeah, I mean, that's, if you do ignore things, you're gonna have to mind your P's and Q's. Like you're gonna have to get things directly right down the line, straight edge. Like there's no wiggle room in that. It's very well written. I will give them that. It's very well written. They close a lot of loops in the PMTA process. Whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, the whole thing as a whole, their paperwork looked shoddy at best. Not that it wasn't well written, it was, but just the amount of we suggest this, or this is a good recommendation, or this or that seemed really shoddy. Like it was giving them avenues for outs, even though they can't disqualify someone for it because it's not a set must do in there. They'll just look at something else that's on the required field and go, yep, nope, fuck off, because you didn't do X, Y, and Z, even though they were only recommended.
Yeah, so I mean, we should let other people talk, but you know, I think the entire process that they've laid out is gonna hurt vaping as a whole. Like what's gonna survive at the end?
And how much of it is gonna end up going overseas? And
no, it's not going to be well received at all. The things that they're doing, it's not going to be well received. But, I mean, as far as flavor bans and all that good stuff, there was no flavor ban. There's no restrictions. They want a list of your ingredients, and they put limitations on how much of certain things you could have in there. But I mean, even the worst of e-liquids didn't cross those barriers. So I mean, you know, what does it really do? What does that regulation really do as far as the ingredients go? All you're doing is forcing companies to reveal their recipes to you. So, you know, what's the FDA going to do with that? The FDA is a private organization. It's not a government agency. It's a private organization who happens to be in charge of regulating things. They were told that it was okay for them to be regulating things. So, you know, it's a private agency. They got to make their money somehow. About selling off some of these sweet recipes to a pharmaceutical company.
Yeah, they're gonna incorporate them into their asthma inhalers.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of it's just. Well, I mean, I've been saying a lot of that is horse shit anyway. The FDA in its current form is horse shit. Horse shit. There's my Grim Green impersonation for the night.
What's the rest of your guys' thoughts on that? Anybody else have any ideas on that?
What's up, Jarvis?
No, I don't. I agree with what you guys are saying and everything like that. And it just seems like they're just out for another way to regulate the industry and regulate it down, like Fresh is saying, and just try to take that control. And yeah, it's just going to end up doing a lot of damage to this industry. And everything that's out there, especially all the mom and pop shops and stuff like that, you know, and it's horrid. I think it's horrid.
See, Sin brings something up. Isn't that intellectual property? But, so if like the FDA sells off a recipe, so the company, all they got to do is put an extra drop of something in, and it's no longer the recipe. And it's something they could say they came up with on their own. Like the potential for the things that the FDA could do with what they're doing is terrifying. They just happen to stumble across this recipe that happens to taste exactly like this. Oh, you want to check the molecules? Look, it's not the same. It's yeah.
I don't know, like normally when reading through something, it feels more descriptive. It felt like they tried to leave a lot open for interpretation, and I don't like it when people do stuff like that.
I mean, that's government regulation. They leave a lot open for interpretation. And then that interpretation falls on the person that's doing the paperwork.
Yeah, so anybody could just be like, well, this was loosely worded, so let's find ways around it. And I don't appreciate shit like that.
Well, I mean, that works in the vaping industry's favor. You know, things are loose. Things are loosely written.
It
So
could
that
work
there's a
in our
lot.
favor,
So
or
there,
somebody who wants to write a law can have it work in their favor and be like, well,
Yeah.
well, I mean, the sword. You know, the sword has two edges. You know, it's not like like a katana. You know, this is a claymore. They're taking after everybody. There's two sides to that thing. Like the vaping industry has holes to try and get through. The government has holes to regulate you with. So it's, you know, finding out where it's going to balance out in the end. Who the fuck knows? You know, the vaping industry could be dead in a year and a half. You know, if nobody complies, nobody does the PMTAs like they're supposed to, and the FDA just goes fuck you to everybody and just starts issuing like $100,000 fines to individuals, like that'll kill it in a hurry. So it's, like I said, it's interesting to see. But like I see a big uptick in like private Facebook groups where you're just getting like like boutique e-liquids. I mean, you know, we're gonna do a run of this. Does anybody want any?
Black market.
I mean, it's a gray market. It's not technically black market.
Not yet.
Okay.
Could go that way.
But I mean, you're going to see a lot of that. Like the e-liquid companies. I mean, it makes total sense for them to do this, right? Like, create a private Facebook group. You do 100 bottles of whatever your top e-liquid is a week. Those 100 bottles are available. Sell them off privately.
Yep, group buys.
Ditch the business licenses, and then you're just DIYing. It's boutique. It's boutique and unique.
Yeah, Meter says he's loving Windows 10 over there.
I don't understand how he has so many issues with Windows 10. I had that same update.
I have the same update, and I told it to wait.
I told it to wait also. But then right before I went to bed last night, I installed it.
Me too.
I haven't had any issues.
It's fine.
And I hate fucking Windows.
All you got to do.
Windows 10 to go fuck itself and stay 7.
No.
My work is fighting tooth and nail to stay on 7, but it ain't never gonna happen. They got a new there's a new program coming that requires 10. Requires it.
They're dropping support for 7 next year too.
Yeah. So I mean, the VA is gonna have a. I've already worked with the program. I know what's going to happen, and like people think things are bad now. Like people just whine and complain about shit, but you can do it. You can do a note on a patient as long as you've got a good template. You can do a note for a patient in a minute and a half. It's going to jump up to about 10 minutes per person. So yeah, I've only been working with the damn thing for 2 weeks, and I've already got it down. So
Damn.
it's gonna be funny to watch what happens.
Well, before we get too far off topic,
Oh God!
since we've
Oh
kind of
God!
killed
Look
that.
who's out there! Oh, avert your eyes!
Oh fuck me! Is that the sun coming off
one
of that
scooter
bald
one
face?
I'm
Jesus
looking right
Christ.
at it though. I've missed it so much. He's gone missing for a bit.
Yeah, haven't
Oh,
been in a while. What's up, Owen?
it's like someone shaved a rat's penis and took a picture.
Oh Christ! Oh, you did bring up a good point earlier before we get completely off topic about welcome to DIY, which brings up another good thing for DIYers that is just now happened. Chef's Flavors in the UK now has VSO flavorings to include gizzard and
You
custard.
can now order
and all
VSO
the-
flavors.
Nice.
So those of
That's a
you who
win.
are abroad can now get them from Chef Flavors.
Hells yeah.
Heck to the yeah.
Go
That's where I'm
swag.
heading right now.
We'll see, Steve.
I
Oh,
want
that's what I've been
fucking
waiting on. I've been waiting on that.
Steve-O's gone. Steve-O's gone.
I want that
Get on,
fucking
man.
blueberry
You
now.
gotta get that. Everybody needs that blueberry. That strawberry's lovely. The apple's lovely.
I did quick hop on the site there. They have a little bit of everything. Apples,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. Just load up your cart.
Oh,
One of each and you'll be good to go.
Owen
Oh.
Genter, the only person in the U.S. still using an AOL CD.
He says
Welcome.
Netscape.
What now?
You got mail, Owen.
Thank you, Swag, for putting the link out there. I did not have that ready. I looked at that on my phone, to be quite honest.
Halfway.
That is so freaking awesome, man. I can give me some blueberry, man, tomorrow.
I'm vaping right now.
Yeah.
Everyone should go get some Gizzard Brews.
Awesome.
Yes, that's available on there as well, along with the
Church
Blondie.
Churches on Net Zero. Makes
Just
sense.
use Net Zero.
Oh man, just what I've been waiting for.
After AOL, I switched to Earthlink and then Net Zero. Like all of the dial-ups.
Earthlink. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Well,
I had all the dial-ups.
AOL.
I switched to DSL.
geocities.com/vaping swag.
AOL or motto should have been we've fucked you.
Me and Meter
Is
were just talking
GeoCities
about
still around?
GeoCities and old tripod websites and Angel Fire.
I do remember using Angel Fire.
Rolling banners and flashing flame gifs everywhere. Oh,
That's right.
God, I remember that Net Zero. God. Oh, the good old days.
It was the good old days.
Yeah.
God
Nobody
forbid
trying
somebody-
to hack you. They were just busy. Just busy putting flame gifs up that would slow your computer down.
My first computer was like an IBM or something back in the day and was running like DOS on it. So you had to have those big ass 5 1/4 inch floppies that you put in there and
Me too, dude.
play games and stuff. And
DOS 3.0
Yeah,
or
DOS.
2.0 or something I was running on my very first PC.
that was it.
I remember playing I remember playing Oregon Trail on those floppy disks.
Hell yeah.
You'd get like a
Oregon
quarter
Trail
of the, you'd get like an eighth of the way into the game. Oh, we need another disc. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And you better pray to God you had them numbered right, because otherwise they wasn't working.
It's
What
like,
was
oh,
it?
no,
There was
Adam
one
died of
time-
dysentery. Oh shit.
What was the
Exactly.
most popular one that was out there? It was called Larry the Lizard, the Lounge Lizard, or something like
Leisure
that.
Suit
Leisure
Larry.
Suit Larry. That was Leisure Suit Larry.
Larry, there you go.
Mhm. Yeah, that was
Yeah, I remember that, man.
kind of naughty game.
I remember that.
I remember you were like sitting there, and like you were. Well, I forget what you did. You were like sitting on a beach and you ordered a drink, and when the waitress brought it to you, like the only solution to this little puzzle was to slide your credit card down her ass cheeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like,
That's amazing.
May I have another, please?
Thank you, sir.
So I'm learning the joys of a short drip tip. Well, a short wide drip tip. The flavor is unreal. I finally rigged together one of my very first drip tips. So,
Oh,
Lumi
that's
tip.
one of yours?
Yep, it's a Lumi tip.
let me tips, party time, excellent.
Is that a flamed Addy you have that on?
No,
Oh, it looked flamed.
That's a gunmetal drop, isn't it?
Oh, it's a
Oh, you made
gunmetal
it.
drop. Ah. I don't think I've ever seen that. Gunmetal.
You had to Freshest got one too. Oh.
Now you've seen two.
There we go.
I dropped mine and I can't find it anymore.
I have a flame
Famous
drop, except Nick stole it from me. Like he steals
I'll
everything.
cut that motherfucker.
He stole the other Addy Toony thing too. I'd have to go look to find out what it's called on the desk, but he sent me a nice little single coil thingy. And he's always using it.
Yep. Looks like Meter's still fucking loving Windows there.
I was gonna say hello Windows 10, but apparently he's fucking gone.
Dang. There he is.
It's just way too goddamn bright in here.
Oh. What's
So
happening?
Adam, we didn't hear about Adam's take on the FDA rig / PMTA process suggestions.
That's what I was gonna say. Because I looked over it again after yesterday, and all that suggestion shit. I don't understand. I don't know why they're leaving things up to interpretation. They should put what they want in black and white. That's too above them, I feel. So they feel like they want to string people along and fuck with us as much as they possibly can. I don't know. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I mean, it's horseshit. That's the best way to describe it. But yeah, I don't know.
You know, maybe it's because they're afraid if they leave it in black and white, they're going to catch racism calls from the gray area. So they're a little worried about that, so they wanted to include it.
Or could they be sued? Could they be sued over certain things? Could people actually take action against them and sue them for certain things if they actually define something? Is that why they're leaving it open?
You can sue anybody.
I mean, they're already going to be. I mean, there's going to be
appeals and things going on. Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's already several lawsuits against the FDA right now for the vaping industry in its current form. You know, when you drop something like this and you leave it so open for interpretation, you're just leaving yourself open for more.
Then everybody gets together in a class action lawsuit and goes after them.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
Yeah, exactly. The fate of a lot of businesses rests in the hands.
Well, class action lawsuits against an entity like the FDA, it very rarely gets anywhere, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're symbolic more than anything.
Yeah, it's not them. Like it's their job to regulate things, and they were put in that position by the government. Like I said, they're a private organization. They're not a government entity. Like, they're not. I'm not
though
sure
it says federal in their name, right?
No, it says Food and Drug Administration.
Yep. I thought it was federal.
They were given that position authority by the U.S. government, but they're not a government entity.
Okay.
This was a government before technology existed.
Yeah.
It's an outdated paradigm.
It is. It's a completely outdated concept, just like the Electoral College is a completely outdated concept.
So dumb. I remember them trying to explain that in like grade school, and then even in high school, I was like, but why?
Like, so my vote really doesn't
vote.
So my vote really doesn't count because there's some guy sitting in my state capital
exactly
that makes the decision for everybody.
That's why I wasn't exactly psyched to vote when I was 18. I was like, well, wait a minute. I don't necessarily.
Yep.
Like for anybody in America that thought your vote actually counted, don't worry, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, and everything should be popular vote now.
Absolutely.
That's the same way it is in Australia, man. You get one government official to overthrow another government official. Nobody voted that guy in, but he just comes in, takes over, and they do whatever the hell they want. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's just corrupt.
Well, back in the day, the Electoral College made sense because people weren't always educated enough to make an educated decision.
Right.
And also the lack of media that there was, or access to media to see these fucking representatives. Yeah, they didn't have access to that as much then, and those guys couldn't go to every fucking city in America back in the fucking early 1900s. It just didn't work.
Trains,
Yeah. So now there's enough media out there, there's enough resources that everybody should be able to make their own goddamn vote and call it a day.
You should. Gizzard Stew would be between California and New York. California and New York would make the majority, and Texas.
Well, and see, that's the other kicker there with you.
Texas would balance it right out. Don't worry.
And that's the other kicker there with that is
exactly.
If there was just popular vote, those politicians, they're only going to go to major metropolis areas. So they're only going to go to New York City. They're going to go to Los Angeles, San Diego, Oakland, fucking San Francisco, Dallas, Houston, shit like that. Seattle, where there's major amounts of people. They're not going to go to bumfucked Egypt, fucking South Carolina,
Well, I always get a chuckle. Like a lot of the politicians do make stops in Montana, but if you're a Democrat, you go to Missoula, Montana. If you're a Republican, you go to like Billings or Great Falls. They go to these places that are very friendly to their political slant. So it always cracks me up to like, oh, Obama was here. Where was he? Missoula. Oh, okay.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if one day they actually come up with a muffler on here because they say that we emit too much emissions.
I'm sure they're trying to think of a way to filter e-cigarette vapor.
Probably.
Yeah,
above the limit of your emissions.
Yeah, there's so many things that we still do that we do for tradition's sake. Like the military's ridiculous about it. TJ was in. He knows what was going on, and Steve-O. Like a lot of the traditions that are in the military that we do just because we've always done it makes absolutely no fucking sense anymore. Zero fucking sense.
Yep.
Well, wasn't that always the way though? If it makes sense, you don't do it. If it doesn't make sense, you've got the green light. We're all good.
Yeah, I definitely saw the old saying that if you fuck up, you move up. There was so many people that were like that.
Oh yeah.
Like there was.
I mean, it still exists today. I mean, that's still ongoing.
Oh yeah.
Like TJ, you remember Eckert?
Yep.
Yeah. So that dude routinely got screamed at by every first sergeant, but they kept putting him in charge of shit.
Always.
Routinely got screamed at because he would do some fucked up shit just over and over and over again. Because he was so used to being in a line unit, he thought that shit was fine. Like he would just I remember going to PLDC and I had my class. You know, when you go to PLDC, as long as you've got a laundry tag for something, you're fine. If something's getting cleaned, and whoever the person that's sponsoring you will bring you the shit later, right?
Yep.
So I had a laundry tag for my class A's, and the guy was going to run them up and drop them off as soon as we got done. And Eckert comes up and he's like, where are your class A's? I'm like, they're in the bag over there. Lattimore's going to take them up to the cleaner here in a minute. I've got the tag. I'm good to go. He pulls my class A's out, throws them in the dirt, walks over the top of them, comes back and screams at me. I was like, dude, are you for real? Like, dude, are you for real? Did you just do what I think you did? They're getting fucking cleaned anyway. I'm like, yeah, but there's no excuse for what you just did.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, first sergeant happened to be hanging around, screamed his fucking face off at that dude. But the dude was still in charge of shit.
Yep.
A lot of stuff. Fuck that guy.
That dude was a shitbag.
Fuck that guy forever.
Or you've always got these dicks that are willing to throw you under the fucking bus just to make themselves look good.
Oh, yeah.
And they move up.
The old buddy fuckers.
Yeah, the old buddy fuckers, yeah.
Blue Falcons, whatever you want to call them. Yeah.
It's time for that Blue Falcon special.
Oh, there's so much.
Oh, did Adam just flap his way out of the screen? Is he buddy fucking us?
I believe he flapped out.
He's calling the FDA right now to let us know to get him to close the loops on DIY. Thanks for narking us out, Polarzik.
When shit goes right, we know who to beat.
Don't be a buddy fucker.
I got you guys. Don't worry about them loopholes. They're closed now. Oh. Got a rewritten draft coming across the desk in the morning. I told them I'd look it over for them, make sure that they caught all the details.
Over the lips, past the gums. Watch out, tummy, here it comes. That's all there is to it, Giz.
What are you doing drinking red wine, Gizzards, dude? When did you start drinking red wine?
I can just see him there. Goes good with
He
a
was
nice
listening to
glass
red
of
wine
Chianti
by
and some
Eddie
fava beans.
Yeah, fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe he was
that's how you can't do that around my mom. That still gives her nightmares.
Oh.
Giz, just drink it, man. That Franzi ain't gonna hurt you.
It only hurts you if you do
He
the
didn't
tour.
clarify what red wine he's drinking. He didn't say. He never said it wasn't a box of red wine. Oh.
Before I do forget, because I have a tendency to do so, to all of the dads out there, Happy Father's Day comes Sunday. 'Cause I know I would forget otherwise. That includes you single dads out there. So
Happy Father's Day.
Thanks, guys.
I'm trying to figure out why Gizzard's red wine would smell like taint. Did you have your finger in your butt and then you're sniffing the wine like this?
You may not have done it on purpose, but maybe like the finger accidentally went through the toilet paper. You didn't realize it. Could have been something like that. It's a possibility.
Oh, it's a 10-day-old, but it's been open for 10 days, so it's vinegar.
Basically.
It's red wine vinegar at this point, Gizzards.
Good for cooking. Well, at that point.
I mean, if you put the cork back in, you might be fine. But I don't know that you do. I don't know that you did. I'm just going to assume that you did not. Like, make a nice pot roast with it.
Oh.
What? Oh, roast.
Pot roast?
Roast.
Did somebody say buffalo roast? What?
I can roast my pot? Well, okay. I'll do that.
375 for about 20 minutes in aluminum foil. Don't let it go too much longer. You just need to decarboxylate it. Allegedly.
So they say.
Always learning here, folks. Always learning.
That's right. We're learning from Sin. We should just bring her on an episode and just have her teach us stuff.
17 Spears. Like the Nirvana song or like the deodorant?
I'm so ready to put another. I'm so ready. I've got songs planned, Adam. Songs planned to drop into your group.
Yeah, I literally need like 3 hours to finish it.
Oh, speaking of needing 3 hours to finish it and that group, since we have to wait for another week for the Adam Pilarczyk tune of awesomeness to help hold the folks over during that time of anxiousness, I have actually created a poll in the Music Time with Adam group that I encourage everyone to vote in. It has been 5 years since I have done anything with the hair situation on this mug, and contemplation for new designs are now in play, and I am letting the people vote as to what happens to the follicles on this headspace. That poll is up right there on the link that Adam and I just dropped in the chat. So while you're waiting for that song of awesomeness from Adam to be finished and come out next week, take a minute and vote. There's some interesting options up there because I'm open to suggestions here, and I'm not going to just take the safe route. So have at it, folks. I encourage you. I implore you, give your feedback. Let's see how this turns out.
All I gotta say is I pity the fool. You know what my vote is.
Right? I figured that would definitely get attention. The full, all the way.
Just rock the Mr.
Roots.
I like the Mr. T option.
Hell
Right?
I'm just
like
wondering.
I had to put it in there.
I had just wonder what you would look like with a full head of shaggy fucking hair.
I don't even think there's pictures of that anywhere. That's been a long time since that's happened.
I don't remember the last time I had long hair, to be quite honest.
Can we add options?
Nope. I've already had some way off the rails options suggested, so I'm like, no, let's keep at least some semblance of organization with this.
I did like the idea of just crazy. I was like, can he really do a bird beak with his beard? Because if he can, I'm tempted.
I'm almost.
See, I would like to suggest going a full concrete river. Just like you hardly ever have a mustache, get the full concrete river going. Just go Wilfred Brimley.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing, but then I'd look like I did when I was 13. Before any of this came in, when all there was the Mario.
You could go Joe Dirte with it.
That is absolutely true. I actually saw one of the options that I almost put on there, but the poll started giving me shit putting it together. There was one more option that I was going to put on there, and it was a picture of a guy who had shaved the side of his beard right here into a Pac-Man face, and then just shaved dots along the underside of his chin. And I thought that would have been pretty fucking interesting too, but the damn poll kept messing up on me. So
that would be amazing.
Like, that was the first one that caught my attention. I was like, oh shit, I could do that, and that'd be pretty interesting.
Huh. I do have an appointment with the barber tomorrow.
Me?
I can't do it.
Put a ghost on the end right here.
I can't do it. This thing is way too fluffy right now. I just can't do it. Like, I looked at it in the mirror this morning. I went, it's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
I know all of these struggles.
We do need to get you an EG hat.
Right. They'll make your vape way more dense.
Way denser.
That's right.
You'll blow all the clouds, bro.
That's right. Be mo better.
Thought it was bra.
I guess it depends on who you are.
I know.
It kind of depends on the situation. Bra kind of has like a negative connotation to it. Like, what up, brah?
Or bra. Yeah.
Hey, bro. Not that I prefer either, but.
Hey, boob.
What? Did you just call someone a noob?
Boob.
Oh, boob. Oh, your nurse is here. Oh, okay. What up, nurse? On her way to work.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
It wouldn't surprise me if Lumi started calling people noobs in here. Lumi just loses it one night.
I think I called TJ a filthy casual a couple weeks ago, didn't I?
Did you call someone a filthy casual?
I called TJ a filthy casual because he has a fucking shitty mic.
Well, suck it up, Buttercup. Unless you want to pay for my mic, you can shut the hell up, too.
If I could start moving some of these stands off of my shelves, I'll buy you a new mic.
There you go, everybody buy Lumi stand so that she can buy Golf Tee a good mic.
Too much other shit going on right now that it's not getting bought. I have to deal with what I have right now.
That might be the question of the evening. Vaping Swag. Why has Gizzard Stew been sniffing taint sweat?
Yeah, how does he fucking know what that smells like anyways?
Exactly.
It's a hobby, I guess. I don't know.
I've never even heard of it in the first place.
Oh, it exists.
I'm sure. Lots of weird things exist that I didn't know about.
I just love that this is being viewed as odd from the man who has a armadillo 510 stand. So
He does have an armadillo wine stand. Now we just answered the fucking question. Why does the wine smell like taint sweat? Because you had it in your fucking armadillo wine holder. We've reached the bottom. We figured it all out, Gizzards too.
Or if you really are interested, go look up Vape Train on the Urban Dictionary, and you'll see what that's all about.
Coming soon from Vaping Swag, Gizzard Brew TS, taint sweat.
Give you all of those smells of summer.
a seasonal flavor from Sporkland.
It's a picture of Giz like. But that's big. That's also really big, Swag. Congratulations, man, on getting your stuff up on chefs. I know you said it was happening, but now it's happened. It's official, like.
That is awesome, man. Yeah, that was something I was waiting on for quite a while. I was like, come on.
Now you can get them.
Yes.
Get them all and try them.
That's what I love, yeah. They've got such a huge selection at Chef's. It's unbelievable. It's great. Like I can get Flavor Express there too.
Yep.
The lemon. Love that lemon. And their blue raz, man. Oof. Yeah, I go through about 60 mils of that stuff, including Liquid Barn's vanilla ice cream. I go about through 60 mils a month of that stuff. all three of those.
That's right, Jarvis.
Yeah,
We
good
never-
luck with that.
We never grow out of that.
Nope, my son's doing the same thing now. The only thing I can think to do is you go, you know what, just don't do it in front of your mother.
Hmm.
And when you get older, don't do it in front of me either, because then we're going to have issues. Right now,
He's
you're
almost
4,
a
I'll
month.
let it slide, dude.
So he's already learned the Al Bundy trick.
He does all day long. It doesn't fucking matter where he's at. He did it in front of the fucking neighbors the other day. He's just reaching down there. I'm going, dude, no. Take your hand out of your pants. If you're in the house, I let it slide, but...
Don't yank on your crank in public.
Yeah.
At least not in populated areas.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, if the husband hasn't grown out of it, don't expect the child to do so. It won't happen.
Jennifer Jarvis, you're not holding your tit right if it gets boring.
Lumi's on her way to show you how it's done. Don't worry, Jarvis.
I'll hold them for you and show you how to do it.
We're going to have a hands-on experience here.
That's awesome.
I like how
Especially
quick Lumi was to volunteer for that.
Especially if you go swimming. It's even funner to just sit there and poke them back and forth. Because they kind of float.
Well, I guess fat doesn't have fat cells do have a certain amount of buoyancy. So
Yeah.
And I wanted
Yeah,
to find out the excitement of taking a bath with a bath bomb. Because everybody says it's awesome. And I spent the whole time flopping my tits back and forth because they were floating to the surface of the bathtub. Gave no shits about the bath bomb that was swirling around, just sat there.
I think you're supposed to sit on the bath bomb or something. I don't know at this point.
I don't like it.
Right up your butt.
See what these are on, Lumi?
Oh shit.
These are some nurse aliens, by the way. Go
Nurse
buy them
aliens on a
on a crochet needle.
crochet needle.
A crotchet needle.
A crotchet.
I had
We're
to
about to
buy
do
Adam
this.
2 sets of crochet needles because the first set I thought it
No,
said
no.
it went from 1 to 3.5, but I read it as 3 to 5 millimeters. So when he got it, he's like, it doesn't go up as far. So I was like, God damn it! So I went out, I bought this, and then discovered shipping was going to be $2 when I could just order him another batch. So I sent him 10 more crochet hooks.
We're expecting scarves and hats by winter.
I expect the first. No, your cat can have the first, Cozy.
There you go.
I beg to differ, Bachelor. I shower all the time. So as far as I'm aware, my ass doesn't smell. You do a good job scrubbing it, should take care of it for a while.
Theoretically.
Although you do live in the 8th circle of hell. So we've once again escalated to 8th circle.
There you
of
go,
hell.
Amy. She can hold your boobs.
Exactly. I'll hold your boobs. You hold mine.
I'm not going to argue with this conversation right here at all.
Nope.
Guys, do it to it.
They're so
Great.
wiggly.
There you go. Jarvis is ready. Jarvis
Watch
is ready.
it wiggle, watch it jiggle.
That's right, Swag. Better believe it.
Kind of like poking jello. Boing.
I guess the nurse is going over too. I guess we're getting like a Jarvis sandwich going.
I think I'm gonna need Eric's new picture that he posted of the himself with like 3 sets of arms.
No, it'll be a Lumi sandwich. You have Nurse and Jennifer and Lumi in the middle.
But see, this is the beginning. We need 2 more ladies, and then we can have a titty seance going on here.
Sin. Sin.
I guess Sin's come along. Sin's getting voluntold to come along.
Sin wants in on the party.
You got 4. Need 1 more.
Who else is out there? Who else has got boobs?
Have that pentagram action going here.
Right.
Torn, because I want all the boobs, like Leilani, Rin, Sin,
All the mixing
Raven,
boobs.
Kim Dixon. Just give me all the boobs.
All the vixen boobs.
And then we need to pick up that stem cell research so I can grow extra appendages so I can have more hands to grab more boobs.
The CRISPR research. We'll get you all the arms you need.
And be sitting there, ooh, feel my titties.
I'm gonna have one coming out between my shoulder blades so I can touch boobs from behind too.
I was standing in line and Lumi just grabbed my junk. I never saw her move.
Train the labia to work like an elephant trunk.
Isn't that like that Indian thing that has all those hands sticking out of it? You know what I'm talking about? Whatever they call that. Yeah.
Well, that one would work. I guess you could practice Hinduism and maybe you'd get lucky.
That.
There you go. Jarvis is filling you in. Sheba. Talking about the Sheba.
There you go.
Sheba, the titty destroyer.
Came in like a wrecking ball, huh?
Yeah. Get in where you fit in, or grab onto what you can hold on to. Oh, what you got going? What you guys got going on this week?
Saturday's gonna be fun. The Kind Groundathon.
Yeah.
All day.
Yep. I'll be hopping on at some point. I spoke with Graham, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be on with him or who, but he asked if I would come on with Aaron. And Aaron, unfortunately, he's going to be out of town. Aaron, the Vaping Lizard, as we know him, and he's going to be out of town. So yeah, he's like, "Hey, why don't you come on over and hang out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So yeah, that'd be cool.
And Pope.
And then I got a show with Aaron tomorrow. So we do the new Down the Rabbit Hole episodes that we're doing on Frank's Daytime Frank's Facebook page. So we're over there mixing in the kitchen where we go live to Facebook. If there's any problems with Facebook, then we'll go to a backup on YouTube channel that we have created as well. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So that's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard in the U.S. That's on Thursday nights, and then that's 12 p.m. Aussie time here in Australia.
Ooh, a noon show over there. Don't you dare. Oh, he's good.
Let's see.
And speaking of Saturday, I probably will be doing the post one here. I know some shit's come up that I have to take care of this weekend, but I probably will be doing a post-show drink-a-thon that night. So those of you who are wanting some just ridiculousness after all of the sentimental stuff that is going on and need just a release, come on over and have some beers or whiskeys or brandy or whatever it is you fancy.
Udga.
Yeah. The clear liquors, whatever gets you up. I'll probably be doing brandy that night actually, because I got the stuff for some brandy old fashions, and man, I had some this weekend and they were fantastic.
Everclear sounds good.
I don't get to pick out new liquor until I finish the liquor that's in my cupboard. So I'm getting ideas. I really, really wanted whiskey, but we had this nasty Jameson crap in the cupboard. I like Jameson, but this brand was like a new one. It was some kind of like black label or something. So I just spent the whole night streaming on Twitch, drinking the whole bottle, right out the bottle. And then Nick came home and I was like, can I get some Maker's Mark now, please? He's like, there was no reason to drink all that in one night. I was like, I want Maker's Mark.
Well, that'll do it.
I don't know if I'll fall for that again.
Get yourself a bottle of brandy, some bitters, some maraschino cherries, and a slice of orange, and a bottle of 7-Up. Make yourself some brandy old-fashioned sweets all day long, and you'll be a happy camper. Guaranteed. If you need to know how to make it, call me, and I'll walk you through it.
You guys ever remember one called, what was it, Purple Passion? It came like, in huge bottles. It was Everclear mixed with grape soda. And they called it Purple Passion.
That sounds like a really bad time for me.
That does sound like a really bad time waiting to happen.
Yeah, a lot happened during that time, yeah.
Yes, there is good brandy. Even go the Janufka route. Get the blackberry brandy. That stuff's fantastic. Yeah, what do I know? I live in Wisconsin. They drink more brandy here than fucking any other state in the United States.
Yeah, my dad was always into Christian Brothers blackberry brandy. That was his stuff.
It's good as a shot. I can't just sit and sip it, though.
And is it bourbon in Kentucky?
I can sip on a bottle. Maybe not a cup, but I'll sip on a bottle.
Everybody's got a little drink going on.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, better pay attention to that, TJ.
Worst liquor is Southern Comfort, though.
No, there's a message that just came through.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
And
Southern Comfort was pretty bad. I drank it. I drank it a lot when I was young. A lot.
oh, so did I. A frick ton.
Then I discovered 7 and 7s.
7 and 7. I still like 7 and 7 occasionally.
7 and 7 is fucking delicious.
I still love rum.
Like good rum.
Yeah.
You
I
do
guess
look
some-
like a hurricane type fella.
They've got some good rum over here, man. They do.
Also, don't they have some, like, don't they have a couple good sugarcane fucking fields out there, too?
Oh, all over, all up and down from this region here, moving all the way up. It's from a place on the eastern part of the country, from Bundaberg all the way up, where I was living before I moved back down here to Brisbane, and Cairns up there. That's all sugarcane. They got nothing but sugarcane.
Well, no wonder they can make a lot of rum, then. That's all you need right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
When I was working at Walter Reed Army Medical Center, remember I had a roommate who was fucking Jamaican, and that dude, he went home on leave, came back with these 2 bottles of unlabeled white rum, no fucking labels on them at all, and he drank that shit with milk. Yeah, it's rum, milk, and ice.
That wouldn't be bad.
It wasn't bad at all. I was quite surprised. So I tried it with other rums. No, it only worked with whatever the shit he had was. I'll
was
never.
drinking It's like white Jamaicans.
I guess, yeah. I guess you could call it that.
So it's like Modest Yahoo or like Snow. He was drinking Informers. That's right. He was drinking Informers.
Yeah.
Boom boom down.
Please tell me that drink is called that. Please tell me that's the Informer.
Licky boom boom.
Yeah. Labworks is mentioning Bundaberg is what we have over here. It's a company called Bundaberg Rum. Oh my God.
I thought you said Thunderbird. I was like,
No, starting with a B, Bundaberg.
like you're bragging about the T-Bird?
No,
Go right ahead.
No. No, but that's a damn good rum over here, and they even make their own rum and cola and everything too. You can buy that. That's pretty good stuff.
There's a store I have to bike by every morning. It has a big sign up top, and it's always advertising its drink specials, and it's like $3.75 for a liter of vodka. It's like Jesus, who are you? Like,
Wow.
I know exactly what clientele you're aiming for.
Yeah.
You're aiming for the homeless folks, and you're aiming for the young idiots.
Yeah, that's cheaper than rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Like $3.75 for a liter of rum.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. Oh, that tells
Or the
me
8 balls.
that
The 8
shit.
balls too. Yeah.
What do you charge for MD 2020? Let's go all the way back to high school, shall we?
No
God.
shit.
It's like I'm 14 again. Woo!
I puked that stuff up so much.
Right.
That insane Ides.
I remember my going away party for the army. They got me a bottle of Southern Comfort for myself. So I had that and Cokes, and then I started drinking other people's Mad Dog.
Yeah.
The next morning, one of the 2 hangovers I've ever had. Next morning, the other one was soju.
I
Thanks,
haven't been
soju.
blessed with a hangover or puking. I would just drink until I'd start crawling around, and then eventually I would take a nap somewhere. Be like, somebody snuggle with me, and then hug onto them and fall asleep.
Man, I got bet to drink a case of beer, and in an hour. So I sat down and downed it, and then he's like, "All right, man, let's go." I tried to get up, and I couldn't.
Oh,
I was like,
when you make that mistake of standing up for the first time.
Right.
I had no muscle control whatsoever to even stand up on my own 2 feet. I was like, holy shit, I can't move. I'm like,
That's like doing
I remember laughing my ass off because I couldn't get up. But the hangover the next day was hell.
that's like doing the 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes. So every minute take one little fucking 1-0 shot.
Yep.
By the time you're done, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, you're on your ass.
It's kind of like playing the fucking Deadwood drinking game.
Oh, like there's certain episodes you will not make it through.
What is it, the 3rd episode? You're fucked.
I think it was the third episode.
Yeah.
Who the fuck stole my dope? Like,
Not-
uh-oh.
Not who. Not who you. Yeah.
Not woo. Yeah, we had some really bad rules for Deadwood. Really bad rules. What was it? It was like every time someone got naked, you had to drink.
Shit.
Every time somebody cursed,
It wasn't cursing though. It was
it's like fuck or
it was
something.
it was only certain words. Like it was definitely cocksucker.
Yeah, cocksucker was a guarantee because that word was used so often.
Yeah, cocksucker. You had to drink. I think it was every time someone got fed to the pigs, you had to finish your drink.
Yep, I do remember that one because that happened a few times.
Yeah.
Man, quarters was huge too back in the day when I was coming up.
Yep.
Oh God, I think that was probably like the most popular drinking game ever, man. And everybody always had everybody like always gunned out for one person, and it's like you. They screwed this, man. I'm done. Y'all are against me.
I used to play beer pong a lot, but what I would do is I'd fill my cups with water, and then I would drink the equivalent of Jack Daniels out of a bottle.
Shit.
Whoop.
Because I didn't want some nasty ball floating in my liquor, and I didn't like beer, so I would just take a couple of shots of Jack Daniels, because in my crafty little bastard years, Jack Daniels was the alcohol brand that I knew. So I had a Jack Daniels hoodie, Jack Daniels pajama pants,
Are you in Motley Crue?
and I would walk around with a huge bottle of Jack
Awesome.
Daniels, and I was way underage, so I shouldn't even been doing that. And then I tried showing up to school with the Jack Daniels pajamas and the hoodie. They didn't know how to handle
Yeah, kickstart my heart.
Oh God, JJ mentions Pabst Blue Ribbon.
PBR?
Dude, PBR is fucking huge now.
I was drinking PBRs on Saturday. $2 for freaking tall boys.
Yeah.
I remember.
I remember Coors, the Rocky Mountain piss water, where the people stand upstream and just piss in it in the stream, and they collect it down below.
That's why they call it Golden Colorado.
Yeah.
Like Bud and Bud Light, Clydesdale piss, or fucking Shetland pony piss, depending on which one you're getting.
Yep.
Or I've actually heard it called butt wipe.
Not that me and TJ have any room to talk whatsoever, because it was whatever was on sale that week.
It could have been anything from Natty Light to fucking
Oh,
whatever.
To what the fuck ever was going on. You hid your good shit in your room and hope that Dizzle didn't get to it or Super Drew didn't get to it.
Yep. I had a lock on. I always kept the one wall locker was always stuffed with the good beer. That lock never came off there unless it was real quick to throw one in the freezer to fucking get cold long enough so I could drink it.
I remember I could not leave a blue boar. I couldn't leave a blue boar in my room anywhere. I swear to God that dude had a sniffer for it. Like come back. I'm like, I know I got 2 blue boars. I'm just gonna settle in, eat my food, drink my blue boars, and go to bed tonight. Like, where the fuck's my blue boars? Hey Scott, did you drink my blue boars, man? Yeah, dude. I was in the shower and it sounded good. Like, fuck.
You know, that's something I haven't done in a long time. A fucking shower beer.
I've been trying to tell people about the gloriness, man. They don't understand.
It's been a while. I used to do it regularly.
yeah, Meter did a public one.
Damn right.
I remember when I was in Iraq in a second Gulf War over there, we were on state grounds in the green zone, and we were able to drink, and that got banned out because some incidents happening there. And oh my God, I remember one guy sitting there, you know, kicking back outside, and he's drinking out of a bottle. I'm like, what are you drinking? NyQuil. I'm like, oh God.
Oh shit.
Really? Doing the quill? He's like, don't diss the quill, man.
We used to. I was lucky when I was over in Iraq. The Brits were on the same compound as us, so you'd just be like, "Hey, dude," wave a little money at them. They're like, "Mm-hmm." We'll make something happen. Next thing they're like, "Yeah, check under your bed in an hour." There's like a 12er sitting there. You're like,
I had a vet tech on one of the bases I was on. He was always catching cobras, taking them off the fucking base or whatever fucking poisonous snakes were out there. And he would always bring some shit back. He would hide it up under his seat when he was driving back on post. And they never checked him because they knew what he was doing all the time, but they didn't realize what he was actually doing. Constantly getting fucking unlabeled bottles of vodka and shit where I'm going, I don't know where this came from. Is it going to make me go blind?
Yep. We had a mental health tech that was with us who would escort soldiers back to Germany all the time. Because if they're at a certain level of aggressiveness, they have to be escorted by a mental health tech. So he'd get to go to Germany once a month, and he would come back with just his backpack, just a clanking.
Nobody.
I remember sitting there on my birthday, and he's like, "Here's to you, man." It's like, "You're all right, man."
Germany is where I learned all about AA. I got to become a member of AA when I went to Germany. Yeah.
That would do that to a lot of people. I'm surprised it isn't a bigger thing in Korea, but Korea, just everybody fucking drinks. Like, everybody's swaying in unison.
Yeah.
That soju, though, that's some dangerous shit right there.
Soju's fucking... It doesn't taste like any... Well, it tastes awful by itself, but if you put it with anything, that's what it tastes like. And it goes down just like fucking Kool-Aid. And that's what, like, you go out to the bars and you get a soju bomb. And it's just a pitcher of soju, and they put just a little bit of Kool-Aid in it. And it tastes like fucking Kool-Aid. So you're sitting there drinking and not paying any attention. Next thing you know, you're like, how many of those did I drink? I can't walk.
I'm excited to see what Swaggy Shane has in store for Nurse when we show up in his barn law.
I remember when I was in Germany, and I actually went and attended one of the Oktoberfests and everything like that. Man, I see this woman I mean, she just gray hair and all. She's sitting there just rocking with this big old tall ass stein full of beer, just swinging and dancing
That's
around to the
sweet.
music. And I'm like, cool, Granny. It's awesome, man. I was like, good God.
See, I'm glad that I never made it to an Oktoberfest because I would have wound up in jail.
Yep.
In German prison. I would have wound up in German prison. They weren't deporting me. They were keeping me for a while for the shit that I pulled.
Yeah, those were wild times, man.
Fucking Germany. That was the one. That's my big regret that I never got stationed there, and it's probably a good thing that I never got stationed there.
Probably, yeah. But the coolest thing was that Autobahn, man.
Oh yeah.
I remember cruising down that thing. I had a Mercedes at the time, and I'm cruising down the Autobahn, and I'm doing over 200 Ks. I don't know what that is, a mile per hour. I can't remember, but yeah, going pretty quick, flying down. And then from behind me, I see lights flashing and an indicator turned on. And that means move your fucking ass over into the slow lane. And so just as soon as I saw it and I moved over, it was a jet black F40 Ferrari that flew past me like I was standing still. I'm like, holy shit. That was insane.
Good for Skittles. Skittles will have fun over there. He's still young. He can enjoy his beers.
Nice. Be a fun one.
Really? Going to Germany?
That's cool, man.
Makes me wonder how much fucking sake did my brother drink while he was living in fucking Japan.
In Japan, probably quite a bit.
Yeah.
He never did come visit me.
Yeah, fucking dickhead.
That's all right. I don't live there anymore. I'm long gone.
I still haven't seen him fucking. The last time I seen him was 2 Christmases ago. I think. Goddamn.
Where are you at, Quinn? I know it ain't that late.
Yeah, you're late, Boca. No big deal. You woke up late. You're supposed to set your alarm a little bit earlier, that's all. No worries.
He's probably having a good time. I had a good time when I was stationed JBLM.
That means he came just in time for the meter special.
The Boca!
Special?
Swag, to be quite honest, I'm not quite sure. I haven't really talked to him much lately. He's kind of went fucking MIA ghost on everybody. Which probably...
He's married now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's married and shacked up, so I get it.
Yeah, he's locked up with his giant dog somewhere.
Oh yeah, he's got a fucking Akita and a Husky, so he's got two big fucking fuck off dogs.
I don't know nothing about that.
That he can't take off post.
Yeah.
So.
Is that one of your dog's legs right now on the couch trying to push you off?
Yes. I have one laying right here, actively pushing against me, trying to shove me off because there's not enough room in the 35 square meters of fucking couch that I've got behind me.
Get off me, Dad. Get off me.
I was laying here. God, give me some room. There's not 43 fucking feet behind me or anything.
Nice, Adam.
Nice.
Those the nurse sprays you're putting in there, or
These are actually nurse aliens.
nurse aliens?
They are
Giz, to answer your question, I'm not sure.
28 or up to 36. And I.
It makes me so happy to see you use that stand.
Oh yeah. So
Make sure you nurse it.
I know how he got his middle name, but that's because my stepdad likes fucking fantasy books, and there was some little person in there that he named him after a fantasy book.
What's the middle name?
His middle name's Avery. And I'm not sure which fucking book it came out to, but it was some little mischievous something or another, and I'm going, huh. Like, you couldn't have gave him a worse middle name that doesn't fit him. Because he's not very mischievous. I mean, he's a smart mouth motherfucker, but...
Is Avery from Princes of Amber? Princes of Amber series?
I honestly have no idea.
Roger Zelzani. Sin, back me up here. I don't know if I'm right at all.
That's all I know about that. I don't know where Quinn came from unless they watched a little too much Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman before he was born. I think that was in about the right time frame, early 90s.
I mean, Jane Seymour was pretty hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you see what Meter put out there, TJ?
What was there something in the chat?
There might be something in the chat.
Meter special.
There you go. Send back me up. It's from the Princess of Amber series.
Where did you send them? 'Cause I don't see them.
Probably because they're 3 weeks old. Come.
Fuck. Good luck finding that shit.
Take me 8 seconds. You ready?
Zelzani's not my favorite either, but I can appreciate what he did. It was kind of a interesting series.
8 seconds is up, motherfucker. You
Copying
done
him
fell
right
off that bull.
I'm copying him right now.
Yeah, you're just talking just to get that extra time. Don't you dare lie to me.
I use Windows 10. I get all the time in the world.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna figure out what series this is from. I think it's the Princess of Amber series.
Oh, saturation popped in when somebody said codes. Oh, wonder why.
Codes?
Did somebody say schnozberry? What?
There you go.
Holy dick balls.
Okay. Oh, I guess let's give 3 codes out then. You guys know the drill. I'm just going to put it in here, just so that way everybody knows and go. And we'll do 3 out of there. Now that I know what they're for, and I don't have to go searching for the motherfuckers.
Oh, it's from okay, that makes sense. It's from Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, the Unbeliever.
Chronicles of Narnia.
That's where it's from. Zelzani, Thomas Covenant, same thing. No, it's not. Not at all.
Honestly, I have no fucking clue. Not one that I read, and at the time that he was reading that shit, that was before I was even trying to read stuff like that.
Thomas Covenant's worth a read even now. It's kind of the consequences of your actions laid out bare. Like it gets pretty fucking brutal.
Oh.
I do like books that take brutal turns. George R. R. Martin. Yeah,
Oh,
Stephen
wow.
Donaldson. Yes, Stephen Donaldson. Sport Levy. He actually just finished this Thomas Covenant series not long ago. It can be a horrifying series, Sin. Like Thomas Covenant. Thomas Covenant's a douchebag, and everything he does has just terrible consequences. Yeah, I think there wound up being like 9 books in that thing. I think I read 6 of them. I don't think I'm willing to read the last 3. Are they done?
Yeah,
This.
that was easy. Alright, well, you guys got a really good fucking shot there.
Man.
How many codes we got? 3?
3.
3 with 7 people in?
Yeah.
No, 6 people. 7. I was right the first time. All right, you ready?
Fire
Okay,
away.
Google. Give me a round. Okay, Google. Give me a random number between 1 and 100, please.
31.
31?
Dirty 1. That'd be James Capozzi.
That it is.
Boom, James Capozzi.
James Capozzi, you dirty, dirty little one.
Okay, Google. Give me another number between 1 and 100, please.
Here's a random number, 67.
It would be Michael Morris.
No, saturation station's got a 69.
69.
Does
It's
he?
the very first number. That's right. He
Yeah.
was on the
Yeah.
ball.
There you go, saturation station.
Now he's got to get that strawberry twist.
Okay, Google, one more number between 1 and 100, please.
Here's a random number, 80.
Now, is it Michael Morris?
It
That one
is
is.
indeed, because he's got it GBV by 1.
By one, that's right.
Nice. See, I didn't lie. I didn't lie to you, Michael Morris.
Well,
Threshold 3 wouldn't lie to you.
there you go. Michael Morris, James Capozzi, saturation station. Email me at this email address. There you go. I will get those out to you at some point tomorrow. And I say at some point because I don't know what point. And if it doesn't come out tomorrow, it's probably because I forgot. Feel free to email me again. Tell me I'm an asshole.
Yeah, Dirt Cheap E-Juice, good stuff. Good stuff. Why wouldn't you say please to Google? Gizzards too.
And you know what? I caught myself doing that the other night because we got one of those little Google mini homes in the fucking living room. And so I told it to shut off the TV, and I caught myself saying please to it after I said it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You want me to say that? Thank you, Google.
No problem.
Oh, shit.
There you
No, it doesn't matter because I think they do ship to Canada, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You're singing for me.
La 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 la.
Okay.
She might be a little out of tune, but okay.
That's what I'm here for.
That's what Google's there for.
It's entertainment.
You guys always curse at Google? I figure you get better results if you're nice to it. Sin, I used to be on. I've still got an account on Goodreads. I don't know the last time I was on it or did anything. I'm just waiting. I've cut way down on my reading now. I do more YouTube now. Wait, no, it's because I'm stuck waiting for books. That's what it is. I'm just frustrated. Like the only one who ever gives any relief is Sanderson.
You want me to?
Sanderson's right there with a hand job when you're ready for it. George R. R. Martin just keeps teasing you, asshole.
All right, James.
Same thing with Rothfuss.
I got you, James. And I have her email address now, so I can just bang that motherfucker right over there.
Look at Squirkleaf, what he said there, Fresh.
Okay. Okay, Google, what should I light my bong with? It gave me a bunch of videos on lighting a bong.
Sorry, I had to go get the dogs. Hemp wick is the preferred method. It's a beeswax coated hemp twine. It alleviates the flavor from butane.
There you go.
Or wooden tip matches without the sulfur heads. Either one works just as well.
There you go.
Oh, learning. Remember that. Don't say we never taught you nothing.
That's right. My knowledge might not be the most useful, but goddamn it, it's still knowledge.
Oh, shit. Now, it is that time, so let's fucking head her around the room so we can get the geese and get the flock out of here. Who wants to go first?
Getting that blue falcon flap on.
That's it.
Adam's just way too good at it. So everybody, this coming Saturday, my show is not going to be on my channel. My show is going to be on DIY or Die's channel. So it's going to be Saturday DIY or Dying with Fresh 03 and friends. I'm kicking the Kind Ground-a-thon off. It runs for 12 hours. I'm going to be on there for at least two hours. I'll probably be on it for quite a bit longer, just hanging out, having fun. But all your favorite DIY shows are going to be on Saturday now, instead of being on what their usual dates. Like the Mix and Dixons are going to be on Saturday. Developed is going to be on Saturday show. So all the DIY shows are going to be on Saturday. I think Daytime Prank's also running on Saturday.
Yep,
So,
we'll be on there for an hour or two.
Yep. So yeah, everybody tune into Wayne from DIY or Die. Tune into the DIY or Die channel. That's where we're running the Kind Ground-a-thon. We're going to push him over his 20,000. We got to be damn close, right? To the 20,000 at this point. But yeah, donate some money to a good guy. Just help him with some expenses while he's going through all this. So he can, he can go out and watch the Blues lose the series or something. But yeah, so yeah, check it out, everybody. Kim Harrison, I feel like I've read some of those. And then yeah, that's all I've got tonight. I just want to point everybody to the Kind Ground-a-thon on Saturday. It's going to be big. It's going to be fun. Tons of people, tons of mixing, tons of bullshitting. Just be a blast. So I'm going to pass it over to the Algarina, South Chicago. I haven't gotten to say that in a while.
Hey. Yeah, everything that Fresh said. Just join the stream, donate some money, be cool, hang out with us. If you can't donate some money, just hang out and just show your support. And join our little group on Facebook and vote for a song and a haircut. I swear, yeah, and a song and a haircut, 2 bits. And and yeah, I will definitely deliver the song. I'll probably be finished with it tomorrow, but it's ceremonial that we drop it on Wednesdays, so I think we'll just wait till next show to drop it and then do the voting thing again and whatnot. But yeah, join the group.
Next show for show, right?
Yeah, next show for show. We'll have a cleaning song. So join that group. That's it. Go Lumi.
Hi, I'm Lumi. Crickets? Okay, fine. Yep, definitely. Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for showing up and chatting. I hope to see you all supporting Kind Ground on Saturday. Go, Steve. Oh.
Hey. Go. Okay, I'm going.
Steve-O, go. Steve-O, go.
Yeah, man. What everybody said. Kind Ground, support the guy. Awesome dude. I'm going to be doing a show with Aaron tomorrow, down the rabbit hole on Mixing in the Kitchen. That's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for you guys, 12 Australian time. So yeah, guys, thanks for the hangout and really appreciate it. We've also got a Discord that we do for Down the Rabbit Hole is what it's called. If you guys want to hop on over or join, let me know. I'll give you a link and go from there. But thank you. Meter?
You're fucking up the rotation.
Nope, you got to go to TJ.
All right.
Always in the cipher.
Meter gets to go last every time.
Oh, okay. I'm learning something new every day.
I told you that last week.
First and foremost, thank you everybody for coming out and hanging out. It's always awesome to see you guys. And for those of you who were new that came in, welcome, because I did see a new face in there or two. Anyhow, next week, same bad time, same bad channel as usual. Saturday, more than likely, there will be some shenanigans afoot with some tasty bevos to go with it. If you guys do want to come out, that's going to be kind of a free-for-all fuck-off fest because, well, gotta have a little fun after something that's pretty serious going on during the day. I know it's a fundraiser type event, but it's still pretty serious to what's going on there with Kind Ground, so need something to let loose and kind of just chill out a little bit afterwards. Feel free to come hang out. I will let you guys know if something doesn't work out for that because I know I have a lot to do on Saturday, even going into the evenings. So. But more than likely, by the end of all that, I'll be ready to drink myself and we'll do some good fun. That's done at 10 p.m. Eastern or Central Time?
That's Pacific, homie.
Oh, 10 p.m. Pacific?
Yep.
That's gonna be a late one. I might just have
Midnight
to.
Central.
I might just have to hop in there in the middle of the fucking stream and do something that way. Because that's gonna be really fucking late for me, especially considering what we've got going on.
I'm sure they would probably appreciate it.
Oh no, thanks, man. Then I will. And I mean that I'm supposed to fucking get a hold of Graham, and I still have not done so because I'm a fucking asshat when it comes to shit like that. But anyhow, back to the important things at hand. Shout out to the Zebra and Linus because they did send me a fucking care package with. You'll never guess what I got from them.
Some dirt cheap peaches?
Speaking of that,
And some duck pond and a duck pudding.
some disco Java right here.
Oh yeah.
You
Lateralis.
guys got all the cool stuff, man.
Mine's all
Some
upstairs.
Leviathan in here.
Nice.
Apparently, while they were cleaning out the house to be moving this weekend, they're like, "Here, you'd appreciate that stuff. Here, enjoy it." I was like, "All right." We're doing shout-outs. Go check out eLiquid.com, VapingSwag.com, Coil Vapes, Deep Cuts this weekend has a Father's Day sale going on. Coupon code is DEEPDAD, 25% off over there, just so that way you guys know. Go take care of Eric. He's fucking awesome, and he's fantastic with advocacy for us. So,
He's a great guy.
and it is. And then one more time, don't forget, Chef Flavors is now going to have the VSOs, just so everybody fucking remembers. It's right here at the end there. And if any of those places you don't remember that I'm talking about there, just go to the Pink Pussy list. Those guys are the ones you want to support. Anyhow, educate, advocate, not for yourselves, not for the people to your left or right, but for those people that come behind us, because we need to keep this alive and keep them off the stinkies. That's the goal. Get them off the stinkies to join us in this. Yeah. That note, we're going to send it over to the one, the only, the Meter Vapes.
First and foremost, TJ, thank you for having a show like this every Wednesday where real people like myself and my fellow panel mates here can come and have an entertaining evening with real people like the folks that we have in our audience every week. My message this week has zero to do with vaping, nothing whatsoever. My message for everyone this week: be your authentic self. In the age of fake lives portrayed on social media, the only thing that really keeps you is being you. Don't do shit for social media. Don't do shit for the gram, because the gram's not going to help you if you're short on your electric bill. Don't do shit for Twitter, because you can't call Twitter if you get in a car accident and you need a ride home. But if you are your authentic self, you will always get help when you need it. Be you, because you're the only one who can be. And while you're doing that, support those who support others. Because if we don't band together, we will be banned together.
Thank you, Sin. On that note, let's get the hell out of here. You guys have a fantastic evening, a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you guys all later. Bye, buddy.
Bye.